All right, welcome back to the show. And now it is time for some great conversation about theater. Now, you guys know how much I love drama. I love the stage. I love anything that has to do with performances. Now, we have a great guest in the building. Now, he is the creative director, the writer, and producer of the stage play, The Fourth Macaulay. Now, we're super excited to have you here. But Tife, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
I can tell that you are well. Now, we have something huge to talk about.
Okay.
I always use the word huge for stage plays because apart from the fact that they entertain, they also get to talk about subjects and themes that really matter.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
your stage play, The Fourth Macaulay, talks about power, talks about womanhood, talks about... It talks about, it has a lot of emotions. Talk to me about the stage play.
Okay, so The Fourth Macaulay is a play that has grown over 5 years.
Wow.
This is the fourth performance of the play. And at the end of each production, it leaves me with a question, the question of what happens next. And then for some persons that I've seen it over the years, to just come back to say, okay, so what happens to this person? But particularly, I think what stands out for me in the show is analyzing womanhood, motherhood, and marriage. To what end can a woman go to keep the family together? To what end can a man go to keep the family together? So basically, this is not the battle of the sexes, is just understanding womanhood, motherhood, and marriage. And then this has been examined from different perspectives. Well, it is a familiar story, but again, it is just this story that there's a particular place in my heart that it sits. And as I speak to you, our rehearsal yesterday, we were still talking about, can there be a fifth Macaulay? Okay, yes, it is possible. Because really, people evolve, people change, life happens, so, and then we learn from our mistakes, we grow by experience, we grow by exposure. So, it is just one piece that has always been open-ended. It's a story that represents the family as a microcosm of the nation. So basically, it discusses family values. Right. It discusses family system. It discusses who does what, why, how, where, and where does it lead the entire family to. But most importantly, these things are just metaphors of the Nigerian society, the world as a place, and the earth as where we all exist. That each and every one of us, we are all to contribute to the great mosaic of being, or the great mosaic of human being generally. So I will say that The Fourth Macaulay is what I want everyone to see. I'm a lot jittery about it. I sit in the space of my team members who say, oh, we have a great story, we have a great show, and I'm saying to myself, are you sure we do? I mean,
but how do you define a great show? Sometimes some people tell you when you have the best cast, it's a great show. Some people say it's the story. Some people say it's from the audience. So however they feel, that determines what is greatness to them. So what is a great show to you?
I think a great show is the balance of everything. Okay. The balance of casting, the balance of the performance. So if there is some sort of balance between the casting, between the performance, between the aesthetics in the room, the lights, the sound, the technical part of the show, and then the audience's reception. And then so I would think that if there is a balance between all of this, I'd say you have a great show.
All right, before we get into the details of where the show is happening and some of the cast that you have in this one, I want to talk a little bit about the story.
Okay.
And I always like to ask the question, how it ends. The reason is because I know how it starts. Okay. And it starts by revealing that she had lost her son.
Yes.
And that is tough.
Yes.
Especially for an audience who are probably smiling some minutes before they get into the theater hall.
Very true.
And they get in and they find out that this woman just lost her child.
Yes.
And that can be tough to take.
Very true.
But how does it end for them? I'm not saying tell me the end of the story, but how does it end for the audience who are probably just, the reason I'm asking this is, think about it. We are going through a lot in the country. Everyone is sad already.
Yes.
Now I'm coming into the theater. I'm like, she lost her child. This woman is going to come and cry and all that. But I'm just asking, how does it end for them when it comes to their emotion? How do they feel leaving the theater?
I'm not able to decide how everyone feels, but I'll think.
Well, you had an idea. You had a thought process.
Okay, so very honestly, I think the play leaves everyone in a place of reflection.
Ooh.
Yes, I do not think it leaves you. Some persons, it leaves them happy because the way the play unfolds, people unconsciously will begin to decide who their favorite character. I think I love this person. No, this person is wicked. Oh, this person is great. Yeah. So, but on the long run, at the time the curtain closes, everyone is left in a place of reflection because there's some sort of conversation we'll have after the show.
Yeah, oh,
right? So
wow,
yeah,
nice.
talk back at the show. So
Lovely.
what do you think about this person? What do you think should happen to this person? So basically, everyone is left at a place of reflection, and I'll think that the place stays longer with you, and the place
Even
starts
after
with
the
you
show
on
is
your way
done.
out.
Yeah, even after it's done.
Yes, the place starts for you on your way out because I'll think that on your way out, you just think, hold on, this just happened to this person, and I will also think that everyone can find themselves in the play. The mother, the father, the son.
Let's talk about the pre-production process. Yes. Sometimes with films, with movies rather, it's easier. You can just easily get on sets. Your director tells you your lines, tells you the emotions they expect from you. You just give it. And then if it's wrong, you take another one. If it's wrong, you have another take.
Yes.
But with stage performances, you have to rehearse and rehearse and whatever you get to the final day, sometimes you even get better rehearsals than the performance itself.
You're very correct.
But I just want to understand how the rehearsal process has been for you. How challenging has it been and how interesting? I like to use the word interesting sometimes. How interesting has it been so far for you?
Okay, so one thing I said to my actors yesterday evening after rehearsal was that I look forward to coming to rehearsal every day. I say to them, I love the energy you guys bring into the room. So theater, like you just said, we are always together for 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on the kind of production. Yeah. But I'll say particularly for the show, the first 2 weeks we were arguing. No, the first 1 week we were arguing. And then it's my style. The first 1 week after our first reading, we do 2 readings. Then the first 2, 3 rehearsals, let's argue. And the argument basically is who did this, who did that, who did this. Doing all of those things, it gets every actor to understand who, what, why, how, when, and where. What happened to this person? Why did this person? And then because it's staged, like you said, it's just one take. So it means that you have to understand this person's psychology, this person's physical attributes.
The longer you spend
the longer
with the person,
you understand.
All right, let's talk about where it's happening and the tickets as well. How can people get tickets? Where is the play happening? Just talk about that for people who are probably watching right now who would want to experience a stage play, especially those that have never seen a stage play before.
Okay, so it's happening on the 25th of July, 2026. That's on Saturday, 2 days away. We have 4 p.m. and we have a show at 4 p.m. and at 7 p.m. It's happening at Emergia. Emergia is on plot E, Ikosi Road by Oregon, just 2 buildings after Daystar Christian Center.
Okay.
And the tickets. Okay, so we have the Bishop ticket for 20,000 naira. We have the Queen for 40,000 naira, which is the VIP. We have the Rooks, which is 35,000 naira for 2 persons, couple, friends, 2 persons. And then we have the ticket for family of 5. That's the Nights, which is 95,000 naira. And tickets are available on emersia.show, IMERSIA.
All right.
.show.
I think they got it. All right. Thank you very much for sharing that one. Okay. You don't have any free tickets. No. All right. Now you heard it here that you can actually buy your tickets, watch this one, or see this play and have a great experience. It's the 4th Macaulay. Okay, thank you very much for coming again.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Now, that is all that we can take from this one. You can always follow his social handles for more information, but the show continues. It's Wake Up Nigeria, guys. We have a lot in store for you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.